YouTube! Hi, I'm Namu. We're gonna watch some videos. Let's watch Lockpicking Lawyer. Day 2, go!
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and I just received a letter from the president of Masterlock issuing me a challenge. At least the letter says it's from him. I think it's pretty clearly a joke from one of you, and a good enough joke that I'm going to read it. Dear Lockpicking Lawyer, here in the executive suite of Masterlock's world headquarters, we have watched your videos with both professional interest and embarrassment. Your publication of the flaws found in common master locks has been devastating to the morale of our employees. That changes today. Over a year ago, I tasked our finest engineers with designing a lock that would be equal to your skill.
What if after this, they just open it in literally another 20 seconds? Then their employees' morale will fall to the ground once more so quickly.
I gave the project a generous budget and told the team to think outside the box. Rather than taking the traditional path of producing a lock that is actually pick resistant, our designers took the opportunity to cement Masterlock's reputation as an industry innovator.
Cement it.
They concluded that anyone who's spent as much time as you developing picking skills probably has also developed terrible vision in the process. As you often say, security
But
is
there are things like, glasses to make up for that.
as good as its weakest link, and we took advantage of your weak link by adding a camouflage coating to one of our padlocks. This coating will ensure that you can't find the lock, and as a consequence, can't pick it. You may have missed it due to the high concealment factor, but I included a sample of the new lock with this letter. Good luck finding it. We await your conclusions on this industry-leading innovation. Well, it took a while for my seeing eye dog to find it, but we did locate the cleverly disguised lock and put a piece of pink tape on it so we don't lose it in the future. Now, let's see what it takes to pick this open.
What do you mean by lock?
I'm going to be using a 32 thousandths thick turner in the bottom of the keyway and a wave rake. These are both part of the Genesis set that I sell over on covertinstruments.com.
You sell picks now?
Just a little bit of jiggling and we pop that open. Let's do it one more time just to make sure it was not a fluke.
Is this gonna moggle?
And we got it open just as quickly the second time. Okay, folks, I hate to further damage employee morale at Masterlock, but there are no surprises here. With just 4 pins and no security pins, the low-skill raking attack opened it very quickly.
Did they have to put that adjective, low skill? Did they have to continue hitting them like this?
For you today, if you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. And as for the Masterlock impersonator with a postmark from Chino, California, thanks for the laughs.
Oh, he has a fun way. He's a good storyteller, I think. So I think he does everything trying to do it efficiently. His picking, lock picking is very efficient. His presentation very efficient. His storytelling concise. It hits.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and what I have for you today is a Homax Security Quick Access Pistol Box. It's an unusual product insofar as the electrical locking mechanism does not have a mechanical lock to back it up. Instead, they included these contact points for a 9-volt battery so you can power the lock if the internal batteries die. It obviously doesn't help if the electronics fail, but of course it's better than nothing. So, without a mechanical lock, the question becomes, can this be opened easily in a non-destructive manner? And unfortunately, the answer is yes. Let's open it up and I'll show you why.
Oh my gosh.
If we look carefully,
Is this one of those you just press the button in a certain order and it opens? Because that's what he did to open this.
See the spring-loaded locking latch that holds the door closed. Right now, I am pushing it aside with a lockpick, but we can also take a slip of plastic, push it in between the frame and the door, and push that latch aside while the door is closed. So what sort of plastic will work for that? Well, I went down to my recycling bin and took this bottle of Tropicana orange juice.
Okay.
Cut a slip of plastic from the side.
Oh, it's
We're
gonna
going to try to
slide
open
it
this up
down.
using my orange juice bottle.
That's not cool. That's
That
not
opened
cool.
pretty easily. Let's try that one more time just
Do
to
it
make sure
again.
it wasn't a fluke.
Oh,
And once again, we got into it very quickly. So, as you saw, this is absurdly easy to open, and it certainly should not be relied upon to
absurdly.
stop even a child from accessing the firearm within.
That is
In any
so.
case, that's all I have for you today.
He even said even a child will be able to open this. Now they're never gonna sell another one of these.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and
Is
what
it
I
so
have for you
loud?
today is a Visual Lock brand gun lock. The company makes these to fit a wide variety of handguns, rifles, and shotguns. However, this one is designed for 380.
Also, you can change the layer thing. And honestly, this is fine. Normally I'm just like, ugh, I don't like changes, but this is actually non-invasive.
Caliber handguns. Unfortunately, every 380 handgun I own has a barrel length too short for this, so I'll be demonstrating on this 9mm. The product works by first placing the cartridge-shaped device into the chamber of the firearm and then putting this rod down the barrel and using the key to lock the two pieces together. It also comes with a number of
This is more
extension rods to
complicated, no?
accommodate gun barrels of varying lengths. I have this one set up so it fits in this Smith & Wesson handgun. Now it seems to me that the weakness of this product is the so-called key. It's nothing but a security Torx driver if we look carefully at it, and they can be manipulated with a wide variety of objects. So let's lock this gun up and see what it takes to open the device. The first thing we're going to do is put the cartridge-shaped device into the magazine. That's probably the easiest way to get this into the chamber. We'll insert the magazine, cycle the firearm, and it is in place.
What...
We then put this rod right down the barrel, being careful not to...
It goes inside the hole. I don't understand gun parts.
Scrape the crown up too badly. Then we insert the key, and there we go. It is locked in position. So the first thing I'm going to try to open this up is just a lockpick, and I'm just going to jam it right down the end of this device and see if we can open it up.
Wait, what happens if you shoot with this thing in it by accident? I feel like that's so dangerous.
There we go, just that easy. Let's lock it up one more time. It occurred to me that pretty much anything stick-shaped could open this up. So I actually went right outside my front door and cut a small twig off the bush. And we're going to see if this twig can open it up.
No.
And just like that, we got...
He even laughed at it! Oh my gosh, he laughed at it after opening it with a twig.
And just like that, we got this open. So, as you saw, this product provides vanishingly little protection against manipulation. As such, it's not something I would recommend relying on to stop anything but accidental discharges. In any case, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.
It didn't do a thing. It didn't do a single thing of locking anything. We now just have access to toys. That is not a good thing in this situation.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and I recently received a package from Ted Tooling, a company in Nevada, which sells this $400 hidden shackle padlock. This is the key to it, and it's billed as unbreakable, unpickable, and even bulletproof. Those are all pretty bold claims, but this is also a really unusual lock. As for the claims regarding physical...
It doesn't even look like a lock.
...toughness, while nothing is truly unbreakable, I'm convinced it would take an act of extraordinary violence to break. It's almost certainly tougher than whatever you are locking. As for the pick-proof claim, it's not something easy to discuss without showing you how it works. The first step of opening this is to remove this plunger, and that's done with a magnet on the back of the key. It's just friction held in place with these two O-rings. We can then see an unusual looking bolt in the bottom of that hole. That is locked onto by the other side of the key. There we go. That is now locked on. And what we do is we turn it clockwise to open. That's the opposite of the direction you would normally turn a bolt. Once we do that, the shroud will come off. That reveals the shackle carrier, and we can just pull the shackle out. So essentially, all that holds this shut is a really unusual bolt that requires an equally unusual wrench.
This is such an interesting
My first
design.
thought was to use a bolt extractor, which will easily grab onto the round bolt head. But this doesn't work on left-hand threaded bolts, only right-hand. In fact, I'm not even sure these are made for left-handed bolts. I would probably make one if I encountered these locks with any frequency, and I suspect it would be very effective. But in my attempt to avoid the work, I came up with a less elegant solution, but one that still seems to work. I'm going to grab the bolt head with these long duckbill pliers after first lining the jaws with a piece of sandpaper. I'm then going to turn those pliers with another set of pliers. Like I said, not very elegant, but it does work. So let's put all this back together and we'll give that a try.
To be honest with you, I don't know what he just said. I don't know what the strategy is. Maybe I'll get it as he does it. He's just putting it back
tighten
together.
that down pretty well to make sure this is a fair test. And put the plunger back in. Okay, first step is to remove the plunger. I'm just going to do that with a regular old magnet.
Regular old magnet.
Then going to put a piece of sandpaper in such that it will be between the pliers and the bolt.
The sandpaper.
Then grab onto the bolt. And grab onto the pliers with another pair of pliers.
Interesting.
And hopefully
Double.
this will work. Okay, we got it
Oh
loose
my
and I can
gosh.
just turn it out.
So he bypassed some like weirdly shaped holes. And then he just
It's loose
grabbed
enough
it
we
with
don't need
the
that sandpaper anymore.
sandpaper from the side.
Okay, folks. I think the takeaway here is that if someone is prepared to encounter one of these locks and tools up appropriately, they are probably going to get in. There are lots of methods, anything from bolt extractors to even impressioning this bolt with a 5-minute epoxy. However, if I wasn't expecting this lock, didn't know what was inside, and wasn't specifically prepared for it, I probably wouldn't get in. In any case, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about
Now
this,
we know,
please
now
put
the
them below.
world knows.
If you
Now
like this
12
video
million
and
people
would like
know.
to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.
It was not unpickable after all. Nothing is unpickable for the lockpicking lawyer.